Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're getting into the heads of those super efficient people. How do they operate behind the scenes?
Yeah, we've got this really interesting list. 20 tips on what fast workers do when we're not looking. Some intriguing stuff in there.
Right. And our goal here really is to pick out the actionable bits, the things you, listening right now, can actually use to get more done without feeling totally overwhelmed.
Exactly. And it covers quite a range, doesn't it? From mindset shifts to like really practical little tricks.
Let's start with that mindset piece. The first couple of tips are kind of linked, aren't they? Aiming for good enough instead of 100% perfect.
Right. And then immediately after, it says never miss a deadline, even if it's not perfect. It sounds a bit contradictory at first, maybe.
Yeah, a little.
But I think the idea is about momentum, getting things done, shipping it, rather than getting bogged down, aiming for flawless. It keeps things moving forward.
Stops that analysis paralysis thing. And you can always iterate later, I guess.
Precisely. Get feedback, then improve. And that third tip builds on this, the idea of setting personal deadlines earlier than the actual ones.
Oh, yeah, creating your own buffer. That's smart. Takes the pressure off a bit.
Definitely. And that proactive approach, it extends to how they handle communication, like email.
All right, the email tips. Read it once. That sounds intense.
Oh, intense maybe, but efficient. The idea is, decide what needs doing right then and there. Don't keep revisiting it. Aim for a 24-hour turnaround.
Minimize those touch points.
Nothing.
Makes sense. And what about that A4-page summary thing? Ruthless.
Yeah. But it forces clarity, doesn't it? If you can't boil it down to one page, do you really, understand the core message?
Good point. It's a real test. Okay, what else? Decision making.
Big one. Don't delay decisions. Hesitation is a killer for efficiency. Just, make the call, even if you don't have all the info. Keep the wheels turning.
And delegate. Knowing when to pass something on.
Absolutely. Recognizing where your effort is best spent. Okay, let's get into some of the more specific hacks. Graph paper and gel pens. Any idea why?
I was wondering about that too. Seems oddly specific.
Well, maybe the graph paper gives structure for diagrams or organizing thoughts visually, and gel pens, maybe they just flow better. Less friction, perhaps.
Yep.
Could just be a personal preference that works.
Could be. What about the text shortcuts? Those seem more concrete.
Oh, yeah, those are gold. Like Win plus D to just show the desktop instantly. Saves so much clicking.
I use that one all the time.
Or Win plus L to lock your screen quickly. Alt plus Tab to switch apps, Alt plus F4 to close things. These little things, they really add up over the day.
And Tritle plus mouse wheel to zoom. So useful for reading stuff.
Totally. Then there are communication tactics, like leaving a polite note for a boss who's slow on emails.
A bit bold, maybe, but direct.
Direct but respectful, yeah. And always stating the meeting end time up front. That respects everyone's schedule. Keeps things on track.
Crucial. And the big one. Eliminate distractions. Especially the phone.
Absolutely essential for deep work. They even mention, strategically picking your seat on the train to get reading done.
Maximizing those little moments.
Oh,
and
yeah.
always carrying a notebook and pen. Never know when an idea strikes.
Exactly. Capture it immediately.
The list also hits on self-improvement, right? Like questioning your work thoroughly.
Yeah, to catch mistakes early and proactively thinking, okay, if I'm short on time, what can I cut back on? It's about being strategic.
I like the point about avoiding saying, I'm very busy. Why do you think that is?
Well, maybe it implies you're not in control. Framing it more positively, perhaps, like you're focused, not just swamped. It's about intentionality.
So when you pull it all together, it seems like these fast workers, they're not necessarily geniuses doing magic. They prioritize action over perfection.
Right. And they use a whole toolkit of these small, consistent habits. They're very deliberate, about their time and their focus.
It's less about grand gestures and more about the compound effect of smart, small actions.
Exactly. Which kind of leads to the final thought maybe for everyone listening. Looking at all these little things, these habits, which one or two might actually make the biggest difference in your day if you decided to give them a try?
It's a great question to leave people with. Definitely food for thought. Thanks for unpacking that list with us today.